everyone.
Welcome back. It's been a bit. Thank you, James. Welcome back. Sorry we didn't record last week. None of us showed up. we all collectively were like, nah, it's okay. We were busy. That's okay. We're back. Welcome back to episode 11 of the Boundless Shores on the Drunkards and Dumbasses YouTube channel. Today, we're joined by...
I forgot the order. I am so sorry. I am
the first time in forever. Liam's unprepared.
Can you tell we've been gone for 2 weeks?
Oh, honestly, like we just lose the swing of things. Apparently, can everyone right now promise me we can at least get together next week for an episode, like so we can consistently have 2 episodes.
I should be good next week, yeah.
I should also.
I don't even remember why I missed one.
I'm not promised anything yet.
I am your host, the ever eager but ever tired Dungeon Master Wes.
Oh, so you're adding more onto the title.
Oh yes. We're just like, we're gonna go down the list every single time. Ever unprepared. What was the first 2?
It was the ever forgetful, never knowing how to do intros DM.
Yep. All of those. Today we of course are joined by Liam, Owen, Nate, James, and V. No editor challenge of the week because I forgot and I couldn't think of one on the spot.
Thank goodness. That last editor challenge was enough for 3 episodes.
Yeah, you know, but we'll give them a break. We'll give them a break. So, fuck. Last week, boys, who wants to do the recap?
I will.
You mean 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah. Who wants to do it?
I was just gonna say last week.
I'll do it. Pick me.
Last week.
Well, technically, you did see it the most recently.
No, but I wasn't there. It's not the same.
It would be funny if you did the recap because you watched the episode with me, like...
Yeah, so I was sleeping. That's what I remember.
Yep. Alright, someone do the recap, please.
We found bubonic.
Wow, you
I
guys
don't
are
even remember
what
fucking helpful.
Okay, so last we left off, we went on a search for the clues that Jonathan had found about his past. We had gotten a map and made our way to the Scar Forest. Once we went there, we found a symbol on a tree, and Jonathan needed to meditate on the symbol, and we finally made it into Thornstrand, where he has learned about his past and who he was and what had happened. And then when we came back to Blackmere, Tobin was practically in cryostasis, more or less. His sword was completely frozen in a block of ice, and he was cold to the touch, almost looked like he was dead. There was nothing that we could do, and we left off with dragging Tobin into another room without away from his sword, and us just freaking out.
You completely forgot my favorite part.
Right, sorry, yeah. Also, while in between all this was happening, Beckett started losing his mind as he kept hearing whispers from
Just a little
his left ear. Am I correct? Or was it right?
Just in general. I think it was in general.
Well, at first it was from the cane sword, and then it was on, like, the left side, and then he just started hearing the voices, even though the sword was miles and miles away. Not miles. Yep. Like, literally just outside. But still.
So, Beckett kept hearing these whispers, eventually hiding the cane sword, and then trying to track down the owner, which disappeared. Ran all over town with Calduin in tow, trying to stop the now madman. uh, Beckett frightened a poor harbor master, and
Poor girl.
for information, um, I can't remember if we actually found something or not about that.
So after scouring the books for a while,
Oh.
the the name of the store was inked out, but the shipping company was under Hatchco,
Right.
and it was the cargo was bound towards Blackmere
Okay.
or Blackwater. Sorry,
Blackwater.
apologies,
And then,
Blackwater. See, I knew when I made the town called Blackwater. I was like, man, I'm gonna mix this up so much, and I didn't change it.
and
So
then,
here we are.
and then after fighting the poor harbor master, we made it back to our place that we're currently staying at. Saw the whole mess with Tobin, and then at the end, Beckett meditated, and actually listened to the whispers to find out that they were ingredients.
And to jog Beckett's memories, the ingredients some were just basic, others were used in healing medicines, and others were used for
Poisons?
what did I say? Some were used for poisons, some were used for like stamina increasing, no, not stamina increasing, ability increasing potions. Some were used for psychedelic, more recreational potions, but mixed together, Beckett couldn't find any, like, couldn't figure out what all the ingredients combined would make. So, Tobin.
Oh, hold on. Let me get in character.
Oh. Everyone get into character?
Wait, I need my hat.
No, yeah, I'm sleeping.
So, Tobin. You feel a blanket of cold just like engulf your body as your eyes jolt open, and you find yourself in a circular icy chamber. Within the center is a small pillar of ice kind of carved into a table with two small, from what you can see, like icy gemstones. They're about yay long, and they're like about palm size, like, but very long and cylindrical. You kind of look. You look, take in your surroundings for a moment, and you hear breath behind you as you feel touch, like a hand touch your shoulder. Hell yeah, buddy. You feel a hand touch your shoulder.
I turn to see who's touching me.
You see a very, very old gentleman with a long white beard, long white hair, with matching robes, long white robes that wrap around his body, and a kind of a gold sash kind of wrapped around his belly. Apologies, Tobin. Did not mean to interrupt your slumber. So he reaches out his hand.
I guess I'll reach back for his hand at slumber. What do you mean? Am I dreaming?
You are currently, how do you say, two places at once. Kind of beckons around him. Currently, your body is sleeping soundly on a couch in Blackmere. See, I almost Blackwater. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I was just saying this. This chamber, however, exists also two places at once. It is an unfortunate scar of an ancient war. It simultaneously exists in your world in the Boundless Shores as well as in the high mountains of Shadowguard.
Shadow Guard. And he kind of racks his brain for a second. He's like, the stone.
Hmm.
That's from here, there, here.
He kind of cocks his head and he's like, yes, it gets quite confusing. Tyrael sends her regards. My name is Leon. I am a lesser dragon.
You don't look much like a dragon.
A dragon can take many forms. We are gifted with the ability to polymorph. Some prefer their dragonic roots, as others prefer to pass undetected, if you will.
Well, that's handy, I suppose.
It also frightens less people.
I guess.
Tyrael sent you here on a quest of proving yourself.
And who might this Tyrael be?
You do not know of Tyrael, the White Dragon of the North? The Defender of Ice?
I didn't do a whole lot of schooling, mostly just blacksmithing. My apologies if this should be common knowledge.
The dragons are what we call celestials. There are quite a few celestials who guard and watch over the Boundless Shores. Some good, some ill, some neutral. Tyrael has found you worthy, but you must prove yourself to her. And what she calls the Glacier Trials.
Interesting. I trust she is one that we would consider good.
She's a good energy in the world, yes.
Well, then let's get right to it.
On the island of New Anghor, you will find an icy cave in a high mountain peak in the forest. There, and only there, can you reclaim your sword and the stone of Tyrael. There you will learn more.
You say on a mountaintop?
On a mountaintop, in the forest, on the island of New Anghor. That's this bad boy right here. I don't know if I'm doing this well. There we go. That's this boy right here.
Okay. Right, and so what of these gems in the center of the room?
It is a memorial to an old friend. She left these here to exist in both realms. As an old friend, defend all the realms.
Looking around the chamber, just gonna look back at the stones, look back at the person, give a little nod, some friend.
In time, you could be a friend of Tyrael, if you so wish.
That could prove interesting.
Interesting it shall be. as an odd warmth begins to build in your chest as you and you awake back in the apartment on the floor this time, kind of covered in water, as if like ice melted off of your body upon waking. Kind of jolt awake, and there, sleeping beside you, hearing the you take your loud deep breath and awake. Beckett beside you, kind of sleepily looks up at you.
Good to see you're awake.
Well, yeah, some dream. Why am I in here?
Long story short, we thought you nearly died, so we took you away from your sword so you wouldn't freeze to death.
Oh, is my sword still here? I'm gonna say, like, sounding pretty confused.
Yeah, it's in the next room over. It's just frozen to the couch.
I'm gonna
Floor.
kind of rush out of bed, maybe being a little groggy for a second, standing up since I was out for so long. Well, I don't know that, but and then go over
It's
to
like
this.
kind of your legs feel like, on a really cold day walking inside, how you feel
Yeah.
that like weird cold burning sensation. That's what your legs feel like as you're kind of like you stumble your way down the hallway.
All right. What do I see? Is the sword
You
still?
you walk in, you see sprawled out on the floor is Calduin with his hat over his head, kind of, and the couch, which has been kind of moved off the wall a little bit, kind of like room, Calduin, couch, which is kind of more like this now, and you're like almost like sword in the stone. Your sword is frozen in a block of ice, kind of on a slanted angle, as it's frozen solid to the floor.
Right.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, right? If you have something to say, go for it.
As soon as I hear someone walk in, I lift my hat up, and as soon as I see Tobin, I get up, immediately run and hug him and start crying.
That's the noise Tobin's making. Like, I'm gonna give him like two little pats on the back. And say,
So,
I'm gonna turn back to Beck. I'm gonna be like, how long was I out?
quick out of game. So how? Calduin doesn't like water. You don't have taken any negative responses to water, right?
If I'm fully submerged, there's a problem. Technically, if I'm
But if you
wet,
just
I will take a -2 penalty, but right now Caldowood just does not
okay,
care.
because Tobin is damp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just double
So
check.
I'm just if you touch water, is it like a witch's thing where you?
No,
No.
it's
All right, go back to character then. Never mind.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of turn back to Beckett. I assume kind of followed me out. How long was I out?
Quick out of game. How long has he was out for?
Um, you guys were gone 2 days on your quest with Yonatan there.
Okay. Roughly 2 days.
Jeez. Wow.
If I'm completely wet, I take a -1 penalty on everything. That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so you're fine. And kind of your ears burning, Yonatan. You stir awake with Orgolin, who's just kind of leaning up against the wall, who's not ready to get up, but has been awake for a few hours now. As you guys stir in the next room.
I finally let go of Tobin. Sorry. Thought I lost you.
Sorry to worry you.
I've,
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I've been without a family for over 400 years, and I didn't want to lose another one.
Give kind of like a awkward chuckle and be like, "Well, I guess we did all just move in together. I guess we are a family of sorts." Well, like, kind of starting to smile.
I start to straighten myself up. I look like a complete mess.
As you, Calduin, did not get a good sleep as you were worrying about Tobin the whole night.
Yep.
I'm gonna make my way over to the sword, kind of kneel beside it, and just run my hand over the stone embedded in the hilt.
First off, yes, I have. Second off, you're gonna do what to the sword?
Just rub the stone.
Okay.
Beckett's in the room,
It's
right?
like icy, very icy to the touch.
Beckett's in the room, right? Or no?
Yep, yeah. You three, Tobin, Beckett, and Calduin are in the room. Yonatan and Orgolan are stirring in the next room. You guys can enter the conversation as soon as you want.
I cast a worried look over at Beckett as Tobin approaches the sword.
I'm just gonna look at him, even though I have my mask on, in confidence, because I'm not overly concerned.
I'm trying to decide if Tobin would try and pull it after his conversation with the guy. I think he understands that it's not going to work, but he'll give it a quick tug from the handle and just to see what would happen.
The sword does not budge.
Kind of give a little nod at it. Turn around and be like, "Do we have any plans?"
I don't know. Me and Calduin have a few people we want to kill, so
We wanted to go talk to Kariki.
Right? Yeah, we did want to do that. You didn't go without me.
No. Too worried.
All right. I guess we can do that once everybody else is awake.
I
and we have anything
also
to throw
pull
him.
out the letter and walk over to Beckett. Beckett, wasn't the place that on the ledger, wasn't that Blackwater?
Yep.
I show him the note. We're going to the same place and show the information of the Oshirati artifact lead to Blackwater.
Sweet.
Sorry, do you-
Our job easy.
Wait, were you like also pointing to your guys' newly acquired map, or just like talking about the letter?
Just
Talking
the
about the
letter.
letter.
Okay.
Their map is only of the top continent of New Daria.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah, I
didn't
guess
get a
we
map
don't
of the
really
whole
know.
world yet.
We haven't explored that far. No.
Yeah. It's just grayed out at the bottom. Buy DLC.
Buy West chips and he'll make DOC.
All right. Well. I guess I'll kind of wander over and be like, "Yeah, I guess now's a good time to ask what I missed."
Yonatan got his memories back. And we found Demon Bird.
And
Demon
upon that, the other two, you two walk in as well.
Good morning.
I guess right. I'll say congratulations, Jonathan.
Thank you. As he just tips his cap slightly and then just like,
Doesn't Jonathan look different now too? Like slightly different hair color and stuff.
oh yeah, he's not experiencing any emotion right now, so it's just the usual heckin' blonde hair, blue eyes right now.
Okay.
So like every golden retriever boy ever.
So
Exactly.
after they kind of fill me in, I'll say, well, I met a dragon.
You met a dragon?
I wasn't sleeping per se. I was I don't know how to explain it, but he said I was in two places at once. So I was sleeping here, but I was also there. But anyways, I met a dragon, a lesser dragon, a servant of Tyrael of the North. I don't know if any of you have heard of her, but I guess she's another dragon. And kind of gesturing over the sword, she said, the only way I can continue usage of my sword is if I complete a sort of trial in New Anghor City, if any of you guys have heard of it.
Does that appear on the map, Jonathan?
Sorry, what was that?
The city, New Anchor. Does that appear on the map at all?
Try and look at the map and see if New Angor is on it.
New Anghor is not on your map, no.
No, I don't see it here.
Kind of walking over and examining the map as well, I guess. So I guess it's not here in, what is it, New Iridius? Or is it
Daria.
New Daria.
New Daria?
You should also bring that up, Nate.
I look over at the map as well. I'm not seeing this Blackwater either.
I guess we should, if we're going to see Kiriki anyways, maybe wherever you guys went to get this one, you can get another map, a bigger map.
Yes, great idea. About the dragon thing, I also met a dragon the other day on my adventures while
Really?
Looking for the Scar Force.
That doesn't seem very coincidental, if you ask me. I don't know what it could mean, but what are the chances of dragons? Like, I've only heard tales of dragons, and we see two, just our little group, and within 2 days.
Yes, that does seem very odd.
On the mention of coincidental, or Golan, something Mr. O said. Something Mr. O said kind of comes to mind as you remember him. Oh no, not you. Shit, he didn't say that. Fuck, sorry, I forgot there was two conversations that happened at once. Calduin, you remember that in your conversation between Mr. O and your patron, you remember Mr. O, you remember your patron saying that the gods smile favorably upon you guys. That's what you remember. Sorry, totally derailed that. That was supposed to be a low-key thing. I totally derailed the conversation. That's what you remember as it kind of pricks up in your mind.
Let's go.
So
like,
do I just remember like is it like Mr. O's voice echoing in my head, like, type of thing?
Almost like that.
Yeah, you just kind of recall the conversation.
But you just kind of recall that upon Tobin saying, that must not be coincidental, like meeting two dragons.
Yeah, I'll kind of add, like, that must not be coincidental that we met two forms of celestials in 2 days.
You guys remember that the Mr. O that we met?
Uh, from the from the dingy tavern.
Yeah. Um, I something you said just. I remember him saying that the gods smile favorably upon us, like our group.
Interesting. This
What is that face?
Just send me a meme and it just sent me for a whirl.
well, you can put that one in so that the viewers have some context.
Yes, please, just because I derailed it. Oh my god.
Owen,
What the fuck is going on, Owen? Never ask Owen what the fuck is a number 4 is. How about that?
They're all number 3s. So anyways, this dragon that you met, do you happen to know? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, was your dragon one you would consider good?
Huh?
I don't think he was listening to me. He was looking at his phone.
No, I don't. I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
Listen up.
Is this dragon that you met? Do you think it would be considered a good dragon, if that makes sense?
I mean, he seemed nice enough when I talked to him. I didn't really invite him over for tea or anything.
Yeah, but the energy that that it brought into this world, did it seem to you good, or maybe just not enough to tell, like maybe neutral? I was told some interesting facts about some of the Celestials.
So, Yonatan, you having all your memories back, the druids of Thornstrand worshipped Varys, the green dragon of... Oh my god. I can't remember what direction. Okay. Varys, the green dragon of the southwest, who is the master of nature, and would be considered a good force in the world.
Okay.
You having your memories back, you would know that.
All right. Cool. Yeah, he definitely had a positive vibe to him, if you, for lack of better words, anyway. Definitely not an evil aura, that's for sure.
Okay.
Well, we know we have experience with those.
I don't. Well, I guess it's comforting to know that these Celestials that we have met so far are good in nature.
Yes, indeed, but that only brings us to our future encounters of these celestials being
Not so good.
not so good.
Yeah. Especially if at this rate, 2 in 2 days. Alright, well, I guess... So if I was kind of filled in... I guess, so now we have 2 reasons to go to Blackwater. And I want to go to New Anghor City. You guys... Anybody else have anywhere they want to go?
Becca and I technically wanted to go to Kariki's because one of
Yeah, no, I meant like... Yeah,
Oh.
but that's in the city.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't think there's a Where's Elks?
Alright, so what say me, you, and Beckett go to carry keys, and then Jonathan can go see if he can find a larger map from whoever he bought this first map from. See whereabouts we need to end up.
As you hear a knock at the door,
I'll answer it. Hello?
you open the door up, and it's the small drow messenger and clothes that you don't recognize, like the culture. And Golden Vagos?
Orgola, the door's for you.
Alright.
As
Hi.
you approach the door, and the garbs that Tobin did not recognize, you recognize as oh shit. Hold on. Motherfucker. I'm always doing this. Oh, don't have to write notes up. As you look at the messenger and the garbs that the drow girl is wearing is the messenger garbs of Fort Obelisk.
I reached my hand out to grab the letter.
Your father sends his regards. As the messenger gives you the letter and turns the corner.
Okay. I proceed to open the letter.
As you open the envelope and take out the piece of parchment, you open it, and the rest of you see Orgolan fall still, immediately freeze, like almost in time, as he looks down at this letter. You, looking down at a blank piece of paper, kind of look back up, expecting to be back in your apartment. You stand on the front steps of Fort Obelisk. You looking up, kind of removing your glasses and looking up and around at the dark sky and the snow blowing, flurrying all around you. As the cold front steps of home brings you a warm comfort, not being in your home realm for so long. As the same,
Walk up the steps.
you walk up a few steps to the main landing and see the same messenger kind of stand before you. Your father brings tidings and warnings.
Alright.
You will be tested. Because your brother passed, the crown must fall to you. And be tested. 4 tests you will go through. 4 tribulations you will word.
Endure.
That's the one. 4 tests you will endure, and 4 lessons that will come. In time, you will learn, and you will grow, and you will recognize when these lessons dawn on you.
Alright.
Good luck, young prince. As the wind blows a flurry of snow in your face as you look up, kind of shocked, looking back at the rest of your party mates as you look back down at the note, which is completely blank.
Just so you know, the entire time he was frozen, Calduin was shaking him.
Yeah, give me a catch up to speed because he was frozen in time for about 5 minutes for you guys. So what do you guys do as Orgolan is frozen?
I start panicking again. It's like, oh no, not another one. I immediately go up to Orgolan and start shaking him. I also slap him once to see if that did anything.
I'm just gonna yell at Calduin and be like, "Don't give him a fucking concussion."
He's
I'm gonna
not
look at the letter
moving.
and see that it's. I assume it's blank still because it's blank, but be like, that man said a letter from his father, but it's blank. I'm gonna be like, my eyes are gonna go widen. Oh man, my father! I keep forgetting about him. I have to send a letter. You guys take care of this. I'm gonna kind of run into, well, wherever my pack is and start drafting a letter to my father.
Okay, great. Can you text me what you write to your father?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Because you'll see what happens. But I need to know exactly what Tobin says to his dad. You can do it now or after the session, because it won't, even if you go and deliver your letter, you won't get a response till probably next session anyways.
Yeah, it's okay.
So I'm just I just stand there just collecting my thoughts as my hair and eyes turn like a solid white, like a blanket of white. As I'm just standing there collecting my thoughts, and he just remarks, the nice cold, the nice amiable cold. It's so comforting.
As soon as I hear, are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
As soon as I hear this, I turn and point at you. Don't you go freezing on me too.
I'm just gonna put my head in my hands like Jesus.
Oh no, I don't find the cold comfortable for the ice part. It's for another reason entirely.
I look at you skeptically and then go back to shaking her golden.
Who's now kind of looking at you confused as Orgolan, your cheek kind of stinging and being vigorously shaken by Orgolan or Calduin. Fuck me.
I immediately just push him off me. What the fuck?
Oh, thank goodness. You were
Ow.
frozen. You wouldn't move.
That's not the definition of frozen, but okay.
I'm from the
punched
desert, I
me?
don't know
There it
things.
Who punched me?
I did.
He actually slapped you, but same thing.
Ow.
I told him not to give you a concussion.
Tried. Not to.
Ooh, for concussion. Shit.
I'm gonna kind of come back into the room, look over my paper, kind of just put it in my pocket for now. Yeah, all right. Oh, good. You're okay.
Fuck, I need coffee. Go over. Do we have any coffee in the apartment or no?
We don't have anything.
You have nothing but a very ancient couch
And some bedrolls.
and some bedrolls. Half
I guess
divided by
Monday-
your group and the other half covered in fucking dust.
I'm gonna be like, well,
Oh, Beckett's space is all nice and clean. It's just everywhere else is covered in dust.
Especially
Yeah.
Calduin's room.
Yeah.
he looks okay. I guess we should hit the town.
So, who are you going with, Orgolan? Or are you just staying here?
Well, he wants coffee.
I'm following you guys until.
Yeah, right.
the
But
fuck happens.
it's two groups. We're doing two things.
You guys can just go together.
Whoa.
What? That's a logical thing. We don't do that.
Alright. Trying to not waste half the
That
day
way.
doing all our errands.
That's okay.
So where are we going first then?
Where's closer?
Mr. Krieg, like down the road on your right, and then the hut where y'all got the map is a little hut on the right. But technically closer would be Kariki's.
Okay.
So, Kariki said,
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Let's get some food on the way. Kinda hungry.
Fair enough.
you got that sword, Beckett?
The one that keeps talking to me? Sadly.
The one that... What? I don't know how much you guys caught me up to speed. I'm going off of...
I'm going off of the parts we actually talked about, so you have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, the sword that what?
Yeah, so the sword I bought for some stupid reason has been talking to me, and everyone thinks I'm losing my sanity, but I'm okay.
She scared a poor girl because of it.
She
Poor girl.
needed to give me answers and wouldn't. That's not my fault.
You came barging in.
Well, shit to do.
Okay, we'll have a talk later about harassing little girls.
It wasn't like she was a child. Like, she had a job.
What do you mean, ayo? I'm literally telling her we have to talk about not harassing... Or him,
I know.
sorry.
I'm fucking... So you guys kind of
maybe we shouldn't split up.
Gleefully chattering as you guys are walking down the stairs into the busy streets of Blackmere.
Anything else of note that I missed?
I don't think so.
We saw a magic arch.
Good.
Oh, that was fun.
A magic arch.
A magic arch out of, like, tree limbs and shit.
It was amazing. You could walk through it and you couldn't see anybody on the other side.
That does sound magical.
As you guys pull up in front of Kuriki's door.
You guys go do your business. Me and Peter will just chill out here.
Well, we'll meet you over by the map store, I guess, if you want something to do.
No, it's fine. I'll wait for you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna turn and kind of whisper to whoever's close to me. Does he have something against Mr. Kiriki?
He's just going.
Not like the last one. Motherfucker
Sorry, what'd you say,
hated gnomes.
I get closer to you. It's just he's going through some things right now. Just let him be.
All right.
I
So I'll kind of march into the store.
You open the door and it... As... Oh. Climbing up the ladder, little hands, kind of, as you see Mr. Kuriki kind of perch up onto his stool. Ah, hello my friends, it is good to see you once again. How can I be of service for this fine day?
Good to see you too, Mr. Kiriki. Looks like we have a couple things. You go ahead first, Calvin.
hey, yeah. Need to pick your brain about something, and immediately turn.
Oh, I love picking my brains. You can choose any one of them.
I immediately turn into my wraith form.
Oh, good heaven! Huh?
And I get in trouble for scaring people?
That is... ghastly terrifying. How did you do that?
It kind of just hold on. Sorry, someone was knocking on my door.
I hate it.
No. I was sitting in the cart. I disintegrated. Came like this. I asked Kay about this. And he's a cat person. Turns out
Okay.
it's something about ancient blood hunter magic.
On the mention of Blood Hunter, he kind of like stops for a moment. And are you a Blood Hunter?
Yes. I revert back.
Kind of snaps his fingers as two mage hands kind of appear, kind of resting on the desk as they kind of snap into action as they go back and find and kind of go into the back room and come out carrying a very large book and plop down on the as they drop it onto the table.
My great grandfather knew a couple of kids.
Blood. Now, unfortunately, I am not experienced in magic as ancient as that. It is very old art and a very evil art. He's kind of scanning through and kind of speaking out loud to you guys. Very interesting. I don't think I could be the right person as he flips the big book back onto the desk. I don't think I could be the right person to tell you about such a thing. You know, someone might know of this, and I don't know if I'd be sending you on a wild goose chase. But I feel as though the wisest of the arcane arts would be the law keepers, if you were to go and attempt to even inquire them about this sort of thing. But I know not many ordinary people such as ourselves could get in to talk to them. So I unfortunately I couldn't be of any more use.
Do you know any way of how I can try to contact these Lord Keepers?
Yeah, I'd be interested in meeting these people too.
You know, I heard rumors that they are scheduled to appear at the Esme Lumar Royal Festival happening later this year.
Interesting.
Where is this festival?
It's in Elra, of course. You know, as the Esme Lumar Royal Academy, the big old academy over in Moswell. The big magic school. I'm surprised none of you have ever heard of it.
We don't get around much, most of us.
Oh, well, it's a shame. It's quite a beautiful festival. I've been out quite a few years myself. It's quite enjoyable. I would highly recommend popping by, but I'm not sure if bombarding them at the festival might be a good idea with questions. But they are scheduled to appear. As oh, never mind. Your camera went weird for a moment. And I was like, no, never mind, he's back. As Orgolan, you kind of have your hands in your pockets, kind of like standing there listening, but not really thinking about this conversation. You kind of feel an odd piece of paper in your pocket, and you pull it out, and you're like, Elra. As you look down and you pull out the golden ticket with the same word prominently posted on your golden ticket.
Oh. Well, guys, looks like we got a ticket into it.
Oh. Is it pulling out? I guess we all have a ticket, right? I'm pretty sure you
Yep.
gave us one. So I'll kind of pull out my ticket and look at Kiriki. Is it invite only?
As his eyes go wide as he goes, that's a VIP. How did you get your hands on that? That is only political advisors, powerful mages, and leaders get tickets into the VIP area of the festival. That means you could speak to anyone anywhere there. If anything, you guys have the ticket right to speak to the law keepers right there.
Well, kind of
What?
like perking up, being like, leaders, really? Well, I guess that solves that issue. Does it say like a date, like, because I know he said later in the year.
Can I tell you the date later?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. I have it written down somewhere, but it'll take too long to uncover it. So, yeah. He tells you the date. And he goes, oh, it starts on...
Yeah.
Well,
Well, are you going this year?
Unfortunately, I'm the only one helping the shop at this current moment, so unfortunately I cannot attend.
Well,
But it's quite lovely this year.
Maybe we'll bring you back a souvenir of sorts.
That would be fantastic.
So I guess that was kind of Calduin's thing. So I learned some more stuff about the stone.
The stone? Oh, fascinating, as he puts his head into his hands as he leans forward. Tell me.
It's called the Stone of Tyrael, or a Stone of Tyrael. I don't know if it's one of a kind.
Tyrael, as the hands kind of reappear, carrying the book back into the back, and as he's Tyrael. Tyrael, the what? The Stone of Tyrael. I've never heard of such a thing. Stone of Tyrael. That must explain why it's called.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fascinating. Tyrael is defender of the North. She is a lawful presence in the universe, not always good nor bad, but exists as a lawful presence in the universe, and fought on the side of the gods during the Draconic Civil War in ages past, as he's kind of reading out loud from his book. How very interesting. How did you come so lucky to come across such a thing in a desert of all places?
It's as if it called to me. I don't know.
Fascinating.
In few words, but it also. Well, I don't suppose you can help with this. We already know our destination, but just to ease your mind's curiosities, it's currently frozen to our living room floor.
Frozen? How?
Yeah, in a block of ice after.
Fascinating.
Don't know if it was directly the cause, but at least related to knocking me out for 2 days.
2 days? What fascinating experiences you all get up to.
That's what we were saying. Well, so is this a book about dragons, or is this
It's
what,
a
what
it's a
kind of
book
book
on
is
all,
this?
most of the Celestials, to be honest with you, but mostly
Oh,
of the dragons.
wow. That guy didn't give me his. Oh, he did give me his name, didn't he? That lesser dragon.
Yep, Leon.
Does it mention any of Tyrael's servants, like Leon?
Leon? Ah, Leon the Lesser. Leon is Tyrion's lieutenant. Oh,
Let's
a
see.
trusted advisor for Tyrion. Wow, how did you come of such a name if you know so little of the dragons?
Well, I met him
Why
in
are you
another
sideways,
plane.
Owen? Oh, there you go. You're
It's
back.
well,
Continue, sir.
I wasn't only knocked out for 2 days. I was on some sort of journey onto another plane where I met this Leon.
To another plane? You met Leon?
I did. Oh, speaking of, would you happen to know of New Anghor City?
New Anglo City? Yes, it is a fucking beautiful city, if I do say so myself. I've been there quite a few times. Very exotic markets. Very colorful city. They are a very proud city. It's quite lovely enjoying journeying there in the summer.
Let's see. Well, I feel as though that's all the updates I have for you. Did Beckett also want to talk to him about something? Okay, I
What?
wasn't sure.
Sword?
Oh, right, the sword. Yeah, I'm gonna like walk up to the table, pull out the sword, leave it there, and then walk back to the back corner I was standing at because I fucking hate this.
As he puts his hands on the blade and begins to close his eyes. Oh! Now this is a curious find. This is a very evil weapon.
Well aware.
Made of pure silver. What do you need to know?
Why the hell it's making noises and talking to me?
Talking? I do not know particularly about this weapon, but I have heard curious cases of weapons talking. As the hands disappear and go collect another book as they plop it down onto this book. Talking. Ah! Oh my. So there's been a few cases of weapons speaking to the user, and most of the cases it's because of a spirit who... Because of a spirit being so powerful that after death it could inhabit a weapon or an item and grant the user power. Cases of such creatures only really exist as you kind of see him trailing down with his finger as he's reading. Cases only exist of whether if you as he kind of mumble and kind of so most of the cases the spirit is a negative source that causes such listening to the voices may cause insanity and or death or or
corruption.
Or as Wes pulls out his notes. Or the spirit attempting to take control of the body. Breaking such weapon could cause the spirit as such to be released from the weapon as a demon.
So don't break the sword?
Do not break the sword. How curious.
Do you know how to stop the noises?
I have no experience in such a thing.
Does your book have anything about stopping the noises?
No, unfortunately, it does not. As much as it covers on spirits inhabiting weapons.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done. Go pick up my sword even though I don't want to. Just reluctantly.
I walk over to Beck and hold out my hand. Give it to me.
Thank God. Give it to him and walk as far away from Calvin as I could.
I take the bandages that's already sort of wrapped and just...
Beckett, can you give me a will check?
No! Let's go away! I don't want to. Fuck you. What am I adding? Just my will abilities modifier?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be your will saving throw.
Oh, okay, so that's 10. I'm going insane. Are you telling me that?
I'm so sorry. As you give the weapon, and you hear the list of ingredients being whispered to you on repeat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Like, put my head in my hands and just, like, absolutely lose it. Because that's annoying as fuck.
You okay, Beckett?
Not particularly. It's talking again.
Anything I can do?
Not break it. As we heard.
As much as I want you to, you know.
Mr. Kariki, we can't hear. Can you hear it?
Hear what?
It's speaking
At this point,
to
I'm
him
just
again.
screaming, like, profanities in
Infernal.
Infernal, thank you.
I touch the hilt of the cane sword onto Beckett's shoulder just to see what happens.
Nothing happens. But I think Beckett, who's already on the edge, feeling the cane sword on him, would probably react.
Yeah, I'd probably turn around and just whack it away, and then probably scream infernal profanities at you.
Sorry. Thought it would help.
Is it out of game question for the rules lawyer? Is there any spells that I can use that would deafen a magic item? Or prevent somebody from hearing a specific thing?
Honestly, depends on how this is happening. With Kariki not even knowing much, probably nothing that you can do. And at this point, it'd best just to let a professional deal with the sword.
Is there any way I could put a spell to stop Beckett from hearing voices, or?
No,
Okay.
you said no.
I couldn't think of any.
Death touch? No.
The
On
sweet
me,
release of death.
Maybe.
I have a second character ready, so
We'll make you a true death cleric.
yeah, literally.
I'll figure something out. I don't think we can just move on with Beckett just freaking out.
Yeah.
The whispers are dull enough that like I feel like you could just like drown them out, but they're just gonna be annoying.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to do from here.
I know you don't want to hear this, Megan, but try holding it.
Why?
Well, it
Every time I touch
started as
it, it
soon as
makes
you gave
noise.
it to me.
Yeah, but the last times that it started, it was when I was touching it. So why would it change?
I don't know. I'm just writing through options.
Okay, I'll grab it and just like do anything I can with it, like unsheath it.
The voices fade out
When
as
I
you grab the
unsheath it,
weapon.
or just when I'm
No, as
ready.
you grab the weapon, the voices fade out.
I'm just gonna look at Calduin like wide-eyed, like, what the fuck?
Did it work?
I don't know how.
I did something smart.
Oh man, someone's got a ghost crush on you.
Great.
Well, if it's subsided for now until we can figure anything out, should we continue our shopping? I guess.
Sure.
Well, nice to see you, Mr. Kiriki.
It's always a pleasure. Come back whenever you need.
Sorry
Yeah,
for
we'll be on
scaring
our
you.
way.
No need to apologize. I love learning more.
Should have seen her Golan's face when it happened.
We're gonna, as we head out the store, I'm gonna kind of think for a second. I'm gonna be like, you know, if we ever somehow made an enemy powerful enough to convince him to turn against us, we tell that man way too much. Anyways,
Shouldn't have told me that.
I didn't tell you that. You're just watching
As
us
you
always.
guys walk out of the store and see Jonathan kind of sitting on the curb, kind of petting Peter.
All right, looking over at Yonatan to the map store.
Oh, it's that time already? All right then.
So yeah, as we're walking to the map store, I walk beside Johnson and just quietly go, "You doing okay?"
Um, as his like, as his hair goes like a dark, deep shade of purple. It's just like, I'm okay, I guess.
The memory's still haunting you.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm here if you need to talk to me.
Thank you, Calduin. I really appreciate that. Same here. Okay.
And then I just walk in silence beside him. And then I start dying on water.
I cannot drive that fast.
Sorry, guys. Excuse me for a moment.
Are we gonna have another session where Beckett goes insane memes are literally all we come up with? That's what it looks like.
Nice.
I still can't get over the SpongeBob one. I love that SpongeBob one.
What do you think of the ones I sent?
I love yours. Those are good too. The Uno one is my favorite because I just love that meme in general.
When you started to hear the voices, I immediately thought of the Randy Orton theme song, and I'm like, I should do that, babe. I should do that. You're muted.
You're right. I am back. Sorry. So, as you guys begin to walk down the bustling streets of Blackmere, you guys approach the same shop that Orgolan and Yonatan were at a few days prior. As you see a dwarf man, kind of with only really his head and the top of his shoulders showing, as he kind of says something to customers as they walk away. And he goes, "Ah, how can I help you today? Hooray! There it is. Hooray!"
Oh, hi there. I noticed that on our map we want to go to a place called New Angor, if I am pronouncing that correctly, and I don't see it on my
the
map.
Firehaven Isles, yeah, of course, because you only bought the map of the Nudaran Empire there.
Yes.
Forget Blackwater.
Blackwater
Yeah,
also
so it's-
part of the Firehaven Isles.
Okay. Do you think we can get like another? You think I can buy another map that covers those areas, or?
Oh, sure, I could go and find one if you'd like. Just give me one moment. As he hops down the stool and searches through. 5 gold will run ya.
5 gold for the both of them?
5 gold.
It's fully covered. What do you mean? Do you want just a black and white one?
Okay, Mike. Is it? I assume it's 5 gold for. Is it 5 gold per color map, or just
It's-
5 gold?
Yeah,
per
one
map.
map. They're both in the Farhaven Isles.
Okay. Yeah, penned
So-
over the 5 gold.
Are we getting a map of the Isles or like a world map now?
This is a world map now.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Okay.
You pay over the 5 gold and you. Oh, great doing business. You guys have a great day.
You as well, good sir.
Tips my hat.
As now you guys have the full map of the realm. So, Blackwater is here. The New Angkor Island is here. It's in the Republic of the Farhaven Isles here, which is just south of Blackwater here, or Blackmere, the Blackwater, and New Angkor.
Well, do we have any other errands to run, or do we go see what the schedules are like at the docks?
Maybe
Because we know we're going to Farhaven
someone,
Isles.
someone should check the schedules while the other person gets the card.
Ah, yeah. I'm sure we can find a ferry that can accommodate our cart.
I'll go grab the card, I guess.
All right.
I think Tobin or Golan, you should go. I'm not sure how well things will go down
Yeah,
there.
I remember you guys saying that about the lady working at the dock, so maybe I'll go see
Made
what's
that
going
big
on with that.
So what you said, I didn't hear that.
Wouldn't have made that big of a problem.
You scared the shit out of a little girl, is what I hear.
You scared the harbor master, as far as I know.
You were there with me. What are you talking about?
I was
Yeah,
reasonable.
I'll go.
Oops.
I'll go check
Oh,
some
we lost
schedules.
Owen.
So, oh,
And Owen's back.
good. So yeah. So what am I looking for? So we're looking for ferries to the Farhaven Isles, specifically Blackwater or New Anghor City. Where do we want to go first, or should we just see what the schedule's like? Check for both maybe.
Check for both. Personally, I'd like to go to Blackwater. Me and Beck and I got some stuff to do there, but we could also go do your thing.
All right, we'll see whatever. We'll see what the schedules dictate. I guess if there's both, we can go to Blackmere or Blackwater first. If there's more things to do there. All right. I guess I'll make my way over to the docks. I don't know if anybody's coming with me, but to the harbor master's office or whatever it's called.
Orgolan kind of silently follows behind you as the other three go back towards the apartment to get the cart. So Tobin and Orgolan, you guys kind of walking down towards the main port as kind of you pass through the busy section of the streets and down and around a corner, so you guys see the shimmering night bubble. So you guys kind of vibrate as you guys pass through it. The bubble vibrates around you as you guys pass through, and the bright sun kind of shines overhead.
Okay.
I think we lost an Owen.
Yeah, I think we did too. Should be saying something about putting his googlies on.
Yeah, I assume he puts his googlies on. I'm also getting the low internet thing, the poor connection. Am I doing okay, guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're all
I'm doing alright
good
too,
on
but
my
I'm also
end.
getting that.
Alright, oh, that's cool. So as you guys pass through and into the bright noon sun kind of shining overhead, Orgolan puts down his goggles as you guys begin to head your way to the harbor master's office.
Okay. So do they deliver their mail by ship? Like to go out of Blackmere?
You have no idea, but you can go in and ask.
Alright. Like same place? Can I ask him like the same place that we have
Sure.
to go? Alright.
Yeah. So you guys head into the small harbor master's office. You see an older. Owen says his internet's shitting out.
Okay.
We'll finish this up and then we'll hop on break and see if he can get his thing worked out.
Sounds good.
As you see an older human man and then a young half elf woman kind of standing. She's kind of like wordly like explaining that as they hear the ding of the door. They kind of like she hushes up and like kind of ducks away a little bit as the hi, how can I help you, lads?
Well, we're looking for schedules on ferries to the Farhaven Isles.
Unfortunately, this is mostly just a goods transportation, but for the right price, I'm sure I can find your room. What you got?
We got 5 passengers and a cart with a horse.
Cart makes it much easier. I don't have to stow you away. You just Can I have a name for the passage for the transportation?
I guess you can put it under mine. Tobin Riamond.
Tobin Raymond and Tobin Raymond Company. Perfect.
Sure. Sounds good.
And that'll be so. You'll be heading under for the ship the Marauder at 5 o'clock today, if that'll work for you.
That shouldn't be an issue. Where
So the shipment is
exactly?
heading towards from Blackwater, and from Blackwater, I'm sure you can find suitable transportation elsewhere.
Okay, and I was also wondering how Blackmire sends mail out of uh, continent.
Well, we got a post office in town there, and they ship the letters to us, and we put her on a ship and send her out.
Wonderful.
But if you, I know a lot of people sometimes drop by and give us their letters. We can certainly take your letter for you and throw it into the pile.
Right. Can I just? Well, so if they receive letters, but they're not the post office, they probably don't have envelopes on hand. Can we assume I had an envelope? Or
I got a few envelopes down underneath the counter here. Yes.
wonderful.
See, as you hand him the letter, and he seals it up, and he hands it back with a quill as you write out where it's being delivered to. As he goes, kind of blows over the ink to dry it and throws it into a pile. And he goes, "Perfect." Is there anything
So,
else I can help you with today?
Yeah, just one more time. What's the name of that ship? Where the Marauder?
The Marauder, Port 2.
Port 2.
5 o'clock
Very
today.
well. Good. Thank you. Is there a paper we'll need to present, or are we just bored?
Yes. As he pulls out like a small slip, and he goes, "Just present this to the shipmaster, and he will organize the rest."
All right. Do we pay him or you?
Me, please.
What?
I'll run you
What do we
10
owe you?
gold. Give me 10
Sounds
gold,
reasonable, decent
and
size.
we'll call it even.
All right. I'll hand him 10 gold.
As he picks the gold and counts it and puts it in his pocket, then he goes, "Enjoy your voyage."
Thank you.
As he says, "Excuse me," as he kind of takes the girl into the back room, and you hear kind of muffled voices speaking.
All right. I guess we're off then. We'll give Orgolan a little nod since he's with me. Are you back here, Owen?
I don't think he is. Oh.
Alright.
Owen, are you back?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Oh, have
No,
Just my internet.
you were gone.
You were completely frozen on our screens.
I was gone.
I would have given more opportunity to speak if I knew you were here. My bad, brother.
You owe me 2 gold, by the way.
Oh, okay. I can sacrifice.
Because there's 5 of us, I think, so 2 each.
Math.
No, you... Alrighty. Let's go, find the group.
Yeah, let's go.
So I guess we'll kind of head down the main street, keeping our eye out for the cart if they're set up.
As you guys walk down, maybe only 5 minutes later, you see Jonathan driving the cart towards you guys.
Sweet. I'll just kind of give him a nod, and hop in the back.
Are we going to the port right now?
I mean, we're all just kind of in the cart. We can do other stuff. I think Orgolin wanted to go eat,
Oh, okay.
and we've got
We
like
probably should get
no, we've got like 4 hours to kill. So, well, 4.5. We
Yeah.
probably got to be there a bit before it sets off at 5, and it's currently like noon. I think he said. So yeah, let's go get some food.
All right. So where's the closest
I'm
pub?
down with that.
Tavern?
Pub, tavern, same
Pub
thing
would
as you
still-
guys. Pull over and head into the nearest pub as you see behind the counter is a half-orc woman with an apron on, and she's got 2 ales in her hand as this pub is really busy right now. It's like, what are you doing? A bunch of voices kind of building up on each other as you guys enter into the doors.
Whew, busy. Is there seats at the bar?
No seats at the bar, but you guys head towards a table kind of in the middle of the room as this place is kind of packed. As you sit down, you see a younger half-orc lady come up to the table, and she goes, how can I help you today? I don't know why everyone's Scottish, but everyone's Scottish now. How can I help you today?
Can I get 2 coffees?
2 coffees. Anything to eat?
Any
What's your
specials?
breakfast?
Breakfast special coming right up. Breakfast special for you as well. She kind of looks at your wraps and like you kind of like stutters and like, breakfast for you as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything to drink?
What you got on tap?
Good old ale.
I'll take that.
Good old ale. And for you two gentlemen,
Bottle of whiskey, please.
bottle of whiskey.
Just green tea for me is
Green tea.
please.
Um,
One
yeah, I'll take
sugar.
breakfast. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Just one
And a
sec.
breakfast?
Sure, why not?
Breakfast for you, sir.
Nope. I'm
Yeah,
good.
All right.
I'll
As
take breakfast and tea.
perfect. As she disappears, you guys are free to discuss anything if you'd like,
Right,
or
so I
we
guess
just
now that
pass the
we're
time.
well, just now that we're sitting down, I'll kind of just let them know. So we're getting on a ship at 5. It's a cargo ship, but I was able to get us on with the cart, and they'll take us to Blackwater. We can do all our stuff there, and then they said we can find a ferry to New Anghor afterwards.
Was there any security or anything around? Because Beckett and I may be in trouble.
Yeah, we'll put you in the back of the cart. We'll be fine. It's not like it's a passenger ship, anyways. I'm sure we'll be all right. And we're not dealing directly with the harbor masters. We're just dealing with the captain of the ship. Now, I already paid for us. Although I did see a very scared-looking elf girl looking at Beckett.
I tried to be nice, but she didn't help me, so I had to be mean.
Mm-hmm.
You're practically yelling at the poor thing.
She wasn't helping me with my problem.
You weren't
That's
being
no problem.
patient.
Beckett, looking
She's
guilty at the
trying
table,
to
looks up and then like as Beckett, you guys can't tell, but as Beckett's smile returns, as the bottle of whiskey is dropped in front of Beckett,
And
as you all are served your food and your drinks.
I just
All right, I think
work it and
we're-
start going.
Now we're probably good to fast forward.
So 2 gold for Beckett. Silver for
Oh,
Tobin, 2 copper for Yonatan. Give me 2 copper for Orgolin, and a silver for Yonatan or
Calduin.
Calduin. Fuck. Take 1 week off and we're so out of whack. So I feel like if we're fast forwarding at this point, do we want to break now or break in a little bit?
Break now should be fine. We've been going at it for an hour and a half or so.
Yeah, we can go for break now. Join us after as we will fast forward to 5 o'clock at the ports of Blackmere. Join us in a bit. Alright, and welcome back. So the time is now 4 o'clock as you guys kind of hung around in the tavern, ate your food, and just chatted and hung out for a little bit, and you guys made your way out of the tavern and into your cart, and you are now driving your way down to the port. You guys phase through the bubble, and it makes its way through the cart as Orgolin, you immediately throw down your goggles as the sun kind of starts to peer through the edges of the cart. As you guys make your way down, Yonatan, you guiding the horses along up to Port 3. You hop into, I believe it's Port 3, right?
You told me
Port 2. My apologies, into Port 2. As you line up behind a cart within the back is just a bunch of logs.
Sick.
As the cart moves ahead, as you guys kind of wait in line, moving ahead slowly as the line begins to shorten. As now, Yonatan, you pull up next to a ship worker as he goes, "Papers, please." He reaches up his hands.
Give him the papers.
Okay, I give him the papers that we need.
Tobin Company. I don't recognize this one, but it's got the seal of approval. Move on in. You're on I don't know how ships work. You're on the 3rd thing. There you go. As you guide the cart along onto the ship. And kind of find your way in as luggage of boxes and logs and all sorts of
Boats.
love you, Les. Please don't kill me.
No, he's just gonna make you mad. Drive you insane.
Literally. He will never live this down for the rest of his life. Like, I hope you know, at your wedding day, this will be in your speech for me. Yeah.
Did you just automatically dibs your spot as best man?
Yep.
Alright, sorry lads, it's happening. I mean, I've already dibs doing Owen's eulogy, so it's fine. We had this conversation. I said, if you die before me, and he said, unlikely, and I was like, alright, but let's play with
Facts.
if you die before me, I get to do your eulogy. And he was like, bet.
Jesus.
Alright, I guess V, you're my best man now.
Yep, you're welcome.
Sorry, lads. He's already dibsed it.
I'm
Oh.
pretty sure I've tried to dibs it before and been told no.
Yeah, but you didn't
This
have
is
DOATS.
He can't say no to me now. Uh,
I could see you two just like joint doing the best man speech. You
Yeah,
guys just
just all
standing like it's a
Very
fucking
passive
school
aggressively at
presentation.
each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like a school presentation where you're just signing. You're standing beside each other. You have this paper, and like you each read a line.
all 5 of us just like
So I don't know how don't work, fucker.
Wes loves it when
So-
we run off on a tangent.
While I went off on the tangent, the ship left the dock and began to make its way across the ocean. How do do boats drive?
Sail.
Sail. Fucking sail.
Boat sail, don't drive.
Oh, I thought he was tactically leaving the call.
No, he's probably crying.
We're dead.
We just emotionally fucked him up for the rest of the...
So we're gonna run into a kraken now, right?
Rock
Yeah.
fall, everyone dies.
You know what's funny? I was literally gonna make a joke about, haha, Kraken comes and kills you guys.
Should be.
Whoa.
Kraken comes and just breaks your cane in half, GG.
No, we're done.
GG,
Fight the evil
bro.
spirit.
I was gonna say, are you coming back at some point?
Are we ready to play now, fuckers?
I'm ready to play. I've always
God
been
damn.
ready to play.
Don't my ass. Fuck you.
You're the one who said it. We're just reminding you.
As the ship, as night begins to fall over the skies, as the ship slows to a stop, you hear the massive ramp leading onto the docks as cargo starts being unloaded, and as you guys kind of make your way through down off the lines, kind of weirdly, almost simultaneously, as the cart touches onto the docks, rain from the clouds overhead just starts pitter-pattering onto the docks around you, as the only thing all of you can smell right now is the overwhelming sensation or smell of fish. As kind of looking out, Yonatan, you looking ahead, and the rest of you look behind, as you guys are on this massive port town built out of Wookity or Wook.
You got a new word.
Wait, what the fuck just happened?
Don't say wookity.
Wait,
I quit speaking English. I'm going back to gibberish.
Wait,
I quit.
you called that English?
How many have you had, Wes?
Man, this
What the
bridge
fuck?
sure is wookity.
oh my god. So what was that about us going till 10:30 tonight? Yeah, that's not happening. Wes is gonna kill us by the end of it. Oh,
Fucking Wookity. Okay. as the wookity motherfucking bridges. As the city is built on stilts in and half on the marshy island of Blackwater. Let's see, the rickety wooden. See, I almost was. And then I forgot
Just-
the word.
Just breathe.
So, guys, I quit. I'm done with the campaign. I'm done. Bye.
Man, that didn't take long.
Motherfucker. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. We're here. We're good. Jesus crikey. I don't know why I'm so fucked.
How many have you had, Wes?
Did you say it was raining, by the way?
Yes.
Is our cart like a covered one?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Jesus crikey.
What did you say,
Apologies.
Wes? What did you say, Wes? Dockety?
Wookity.
Wookity.
Shit.
Because
Mother-
you tried to say rickety and wooden at the same time. So it came out as wookity.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. This is all rehearsed.
Totally did this on purpose. Mm.
We're professionals.
So, let's try this for a fucking third time. Jesus Christ.
Good.
It's 9:21. What the fuck? We're so unhinged. So,
That's cool.
as the rain pitters down onto the docks, as passageways and bridges kind of sprawl out, and houses built on stilts and covered areas, to get away from the rain, which is, getting from the vibe of this place feels like it's almost a constant, as the rain kind of pittering onto the top of the cart as you guys drive forward. And Jonathan, can you give me a goddamn diggity I don't even know what check this would be.
What exactly are you trying to get him to do?
Probably a survival check. Trying to find a location.
Like a specific location?
Well, you have the address.
So, if you're trying to find a location, that'd either be a spot or a search.
Alright, well give me a spot check then.
Okay. I guess I can do that. 31?
Alright. As you with ease kind of guiding your way through the wet walkways of Blackwater, you pull up next to the address written on the small piece of paper, which to remind you was what 433 3rd Lane, Blackwater, Farhaven Isles, and then order a Devil's Handshake, I believe it was.
Yes.
So as you pull up to the address, you see you pull up in front of a
Alira's handshake, sorry.
what?
Alira's handshake.
A what?
Alira's is what I have.
Alira.
Ask for Alira's handshake. What I have written down.
I bet you tried to write liars.
Maybe.
A liar's handshake. That seems more right.
Okay.
I think that does sound right. Liars.
Liar's handshake sounds more correct.
Yeah, probably.
Um, as you pull up in front of this kind of dingy tavern known as the Black Pot, you see the lights flickering inside. Yonatan.
This place has electricity.
Well, like flames.
Okay.
Sorry, I was talking to my brother. What's up?
You pulled up in front of a tavern known as the Black Pot, which is the address that you were driving to.
Okay.
You're driving.
Yeah, I'm driving. Okay, so we've arrived at the location.
Yep.
Okay, just hop off the cart and then go inside, I guess.
As the rest of you feel the cart halt to a stop, thank you, as you see Yonatan just jump off the cart and immediately go inside.
I'm booking it as fast as I can.
Give me a reflex.
18.
You're good. As the rest of you make your way inside this this tavern, which is very low ceilings as you walk in, and there's no actual bar to sit at. The bar is just an open bar and no seats in front of it, but there it stands a tiefling with pale blue skin, wearing a like burgundy suit, as you can assume is the uniform. As they say, "Oh, you could be seated, Crystal, right over there." As she points into a booth.
Nice.
I shake off my hat near the door, then go sit down at the booth.
As the five of you make your way into the booth, the tiefling girl comes around and says, "What would you guys like today?"
I have
you
the
got?
liar's handshake.
Ah, of course. And for the rest of you?
I don't know
What do you got?
if we're we're not all supposed to order it, right? Like, I don't
No, I think
like. Is
because
it
this was just
just
a note
Liam's?
for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, when we both got those letters or whatever.
What do you got?
We've got all sorts of alcohol. This is the paradise of import and export. We have whiskeys from Valebridge. We have wines from Marswell. We have gins from the northern provinces of Daria. What do you desire, my friend?
Give me a whiskey.
A whiskey. Point of origin?
Surprise me.
Fantastic. And for the rest of you?
I'll have some of that Valebridge whiskey.
Nodding and looking to the other two.
I'm good, and I'm gonna pull up my bottle of whiskey. I already have.
go outside food or drinks.
Mhm.
Do you have any ales with juniper berries mixed in by chance?
We have 3. What would you like? We have juniper berry and sage. We have juniper berry uh, with we have spicy juniper berry, and we have a craft newer juniper berry ale.
Juniper berry ale, please, with a. Can I get it in a glass with a chrysanthemum as well, please?
Oh, of course. Would you like it muddled?
Sure.
Perfect. I'll be right along with your drinks. She disappears for maybe 10 minutes or so and comes back. Placed in front of you is Calduin is a tall glass, which as you look in from the outside, you look in and see the red fizzy liquid kind of bubbling inside, but if you look from within the glass, you see it's completely opaque facing out.
Interesting.
In front of you, Orgolan is placed 3 different whiskeys, and then etched in is a V and an H and an M, kind of signifying a whiskey from each location, a shot of each instead of one. Placed in front of you is on the rocks. Tobin is placed a Veilbridge whiskey, which is a very, very, very dark, almost like amber brown liquid. And in front of you, Yonatan is a purple, an almost purple like ale with blue foam kind of resting on top of the glass. In response to Liam in the group chat, James, I really just wanted to say old enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just a little worried.
As the server drops a small rectangle piece of parchment onto the table and walks off and begins to speak to other customers.
I grabbed the parchment while taking a sip of the drink.
It's the bill.
It's okay.
I didn't actually. I was like, maybe they'll just assume it's the bill, and then I was like, wait, no. Calderon's gonna grab the piece of parchment, and it's the bill.
How much is on the bill?
Your drink, curiously, is listed under free.
Okay.
It is 2 silver for Tobin, 3 silver for Golan, and 5 copper for Yonatan.
Oh, this would be a good time to tell you guys that you all owe me 2 gold. Except for, I wanted to say Zolong. Or Golan. For the ferry.
I immediately hand you 2 gold.
I gently place 2 gold into the palm of your hand.
Thank you.
I'll just slide 2 gold over.
Beauty.
Not sponsored, you guys.
Your mom.
That puts me at 69.
Hey! As you guys sit there and chat casually as you all finish your drinks.
What exactly does mine taste like?
Yours tastes, so
Like a liar.
imagine like a warhead, but it's a jalapeno warhead, but the spiciness is also sweet. Like it's a sweet, spicy,
Or
sour drink.
So it tastes like it's rotting your teeth while cooking your mouth.
Yeah! But in a sweet kind of way.
okay.
As you finish your drink and look curiously at it, can you give me a search check?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Trying to see nothing, but here we go.
Probably something at the bottom of the glass or something.
I ain't got nothing in search, so let's.
Oh, please don't fail.
Gods
It's going to
of
be so
chaos.
disappointing.
Gods of chaos.
14.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it wasn't that high of a DC. So you kind of curiously looking at the glass, kind of inspecting the opacity from inside and the transparency from the outside. As you kind of inspecting glass, you look at the bottom and see written in the bottom is a harbor address and a time. The time 2 hours from now.
Okay.
It says dock number 5, 7:30. No wait. 10:30. My bad. I forgot. There's actually it takes time for a boat to get one place to another. Or sorry, a goat.
Ouch.
I think we should just call captains dotes instead of captains because they drive the boat.
So it looks like I'm headed to the dock at 10:30.
Why is that?
Says here in this cup.
Did you tell us about your note? Like,
Yeah.
can't remember. Okay, cool. Do we come with you?
See why not?
All right.
As you guys, I assume, just chill in the bar till it's about 10 o'clock as you guys make your way outside and paying your bill, by the way.
Yeah.
Pay your bill, by the way. And as you guys head out and towards dock number 5, as you can see, a crowd of people kind of standing by the dock as you see faintly emerging from the darkness a ship.
And I'm assuming I am now wet.
I will say, unless you found some covers, yes, you are very wet. As the rain over time has picked up to a slow drizzle.
Okay. Yeah, no. Wasn't prepared for rain. I'm prepared for rain when you live in a desert all the time.
And now we live in a town with a protective barrier.
As I get more wet, my hair and eyes are gonna turn like an ocean blue.
And I just don't look well.
Are you alright there, Calduin?
I am not good with water.
I see. I got your back.
As the boat begins to slowly float into the docks, you see the name posted on the side of it. It's called the Shadow Silhouette. As the boarding ramp falls onto the dock, as you see over the crowd, you see
Oop, we lost you.
what looks to be a few guards. Oh,
We lost Tom.
goodbye, James, my old friend.
You doing okay, V?
Yep.
Y'all surviving?
I know, I'm
Bye.
surviving for the most part.
You good, James?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know, all my audio cut out, so I had to rejoin.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So as the Shadow Silhouette pulls into the dock and the boarding ramp drops, as you see, give me a spot check, all of you.
You got
Okay.
it.
At 20.
$21.
25.
I also
Apparently I
got
have 2 red
20. I got
D20s.
22.
So, stupid names. Calduin, do you, what's your actual spot check with plus 10 with your nat 20?
That
So
would be
20 plus,
plus 10 plus my spot would be 34.
okay.
I got
There
23.
once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew powder down my below, my bullet boys blow. Soon may the weathermen come to
Bring them sugar and tea and rum.
One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She not been to.
What did you get, Big Bun?
Big bug.
Owen?
Oh, I got 25.
Okay. So, all, the 4 of you see, 7 guards, on and around the walkway up to the ship. But Caldo, and you looking around with your keen eyes, you count 15 guards on the deck as the crowd begins to move up and onto the deck.
That's a lot of people. A lot of guards.
Oh, it seems the welcoming party is in full effect.
Are they heavily armored or just like normal?
The majority of them are pretty heavily armored, carrying swords and flintlocks on their sides. All of their faces covered in wraps, so none of their identities can be discovered.
I'm gonna check, attempt to check my sword and open my eyes pretty wide, realizing I don't have a weapon.
I'm glad you realized. I was gonna be like, James, you don't have a weapon. But yeah, as you reach down towards the handle of your blade and you go wide-eyed as you realize you don't have a sword as the crowd and you guys following behind make your way onto the ship as the guards pulling up the gangway as the ship slowly begins to drift off into the night. into the ocean. As you see one of the guards kind of standing up onto a platform and goes, ladies and gentlemen, uh, please wait a couple of moments as we head off into the sea before we allow all you beneath the deck to look at your goods. As you hear kind of hush chattering between between all of the passengers above deck as the boat slowly drifts deeper into the ocean. So after probably about 10 minutes or so, as the lights of Black Mirror kind of fade over the horizon, the same guardsman kind of, ladies and gentlemen, we are now opening up the gates. Please enjoy your shopping. As behind you, the gates below begin to open. As you see light and a stairway below into the lower decks of the Shadow Silhouette.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
I just turned it back at. I don't like this.
Yeah, neither do I, but I don't think we have much of a choice.
As you guys head below the deck, the stairway turns corner both ways, and the crowd kind of disperses between the two stairways, going down. And as you enter below the first level, is to your left, you see underneath the stairway continues going further underneath the deck. Some people decide to immediately go down the stairs, as you see vendors set up throughout the ship, carrying different exotic goods.
Can I do a spot check to see if I recognize any of them to be the guy from the shop that I bought the sword at?
Yeah, give me a spot check.
And I'm looking for artifacts.
Go for it, buddy.
I'm looking for weapons.
18.
Uh, 23. Sorry, 24. Nope, 22.
I get a 19.
Right. So, Beckett, you scanning the room as the patrons begin to disperse off to different vendors. You looking around, seeing a man in a taller man in a cloak with the hood up, but the brooch you recognize, and he kind of like sparks in your mind as you're like, that's the same brooch, as you begin to hurriedly make your way through the crowd towards the hooded man. How can I be of service for today, there, sir?
I'm just gonna pull out the sword and slam it on whatever's in front of him.
A curious. You looking to buy or sell?
I'm looking for information.
Information. I'm just a collector. I cannot disperse any information unless you have a price, he says underneath a hushed voice.
A price for information?
Yeah, he wants you to pay him.
I know that. How can I trust that the information is even worth my money?
You can take your business elsewhere.
How much?
$50 gold for the truth, 25 for half truth, and 5 for a lie.
Scam artist.
I'm gonna put 25 down.
Mm. As you put the gold down and it begins to melt beneath the counter. Well, the sword is an accursed blade. The wielder, not a good person. And I found it on one of my many adventures. A traveler once sold it to me. The sword can grant you wishes, or could kill you. You might not know.
Um, can you tell me where you got it from?
I can tell you 50 gold for truth, 25 gold for a half-truth, and 5 gold for a lie. As he smiles wildly underneath his hood.
Pick my sword back up and tell him to fuck off in Infernal and just leave.
And he says,
Hmm.
enjoy your day, and back in Infernal.
Yeah, I figured he was gonna do something like that.
I'm gonna go back to Calduin and just be like, can we kill him before we leave?
There are many guards here.
I'm okay with those odds.
I am not.
Alright.
As you looking around, seeing the on your what 35 you got on your spot, you can also see that there's at least 8 guards on this floor. As you scanning the room for guards, you see a particular statue that catches your eye from across the room. A 15-foot tall Ashrati statue stands beside a vendor.
I try to hide it, but I'm clenching my jaw and fists. And then I start walking over.
Walk over to the vendor, and it is a tiefling man with bright crimson skin. As he goes, how can I be of service for today, kind sir?
I take a deep breath. Where did you get this statue?
The statue? An expedition from the Ashen Sea. Are you particularly interested?
One could say.
Well, for the right price, I could try and barter with you.
How much?
250 gold starting. But you must wait, because there will be an auction at some point later, if you would be interested in attending. Some Ashrati artifacts are being up for sale there, and this being one of the many exhibits.
What time?
What time it'll take place? It'll take place in Velbridge in about 2 weeks. Not in Velbridge, fuck me, sorry. It'll take place in Blackwater in about 2 weeks. On the next entrance of the Shadow Silhouette. As while this conversation is going on, Tobin a couple of shiny blades kind of catch your eye, and not the next booth, but the booth over.
Okay. I'll go up to the booth.
A dwarven man with an eye patch, kind of. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a great sword.
Oh, I got plenty of great swords. Okay, I know what I mean.
um. Oh, I hope their craftsmanship lives up to that. Can I look at a few?
Of course, of course. If you're looking for a great sword, I got 3 here for you. As he kind of picks 3 up from beside him and places them out. One's kind of
So,
a more ornate one with gold entrails and a ruby gemstone as a hilt. The other one is a silver, more basic one with a leather wrap, and the third one is a bronze one, which is a little bit stubbier, but it's got like a wing crossguard kind of pointing up towards it, and a hawk as the hilt.
can I use my as like with my blacksmith skill? Can I like use that to do a roll and see like look at like like
Do you
quality?
have appraisal?
I'm not sure if I do. That's why
Do you
I'm
have
asking about that.
appraisal
Let me
as a
check.
trained skill?
I'm not sure. I gotta check. No, I don't.
Okay, I'll give you appraisal with advantage with your
Okay.
background training. As the tiefling man smiles at Calduin with is you see he's got a very like gold teeth as he kind of smiles and says, "Anything else you would require?"
Not at the moment. Will I be seeing you in 2 weeks?
Well, of course. I look forward to spending your money if you are eager. He gives you a wink and kind of begins to.
So, as far as information goes, it's the auction's being held on the ship, right?
Pardon me?
The auction.
Yes, the auction is being held on the ship in 2 weeks.
Okay. Can I start looking at like details around on the ship, see if I can find any like good areas to sneak around?
Give me a search check as what's your appraisal with advantage?
Got 19.
19. So from your experience, the basic one is just a plus 1 break great sword.
Okay.
It's sturdy. It's pretty good craftsmanship. The
So is
ornate
the-
one.
This is the silver one or the bronze one?
A silver one.
The
The
first one.
ornate
Okay.
one. You can tell it's probably more supposed to be decorative, as you can kind of see blemishes on the blade as where it's been sharpened. You can tell that this was probably supposed to be ornate, but it's just been sharpened to look like a fancy sword. The bronze one, on the other hand, it has some it has a weird quality to it that you don't really recognize, but it looks very strong.
Yeah.
Strong sword for a strong man.
Something I don't like recognize in like a eye-catching way, and like a I don't know about this way.
You just notice certain qualities of the sword that you don't recognize within your own blacksmithing experience.
Okay.
Some weird vein-like details on the blade.
Okay. I guess I'll look. I'll look them over, obviously, and as I'm doing that, so I'll pick up the bronze one here, and I'll say, or no, I'll pick up the silver one, and I'll be like, so, what about this one?
Run you about 100 gold. It's pretty solid. Maybe the elves are here.
You see, and I'll be like, okay, and kind of looking. I'll put it down, hold up the ornate one, and I'll be like, and this one?
Very fancy. 300 gold. Once wielded by a king. I hear.
Mm. And what about this bronze one?
Bronze one? Ah, it's very curious. I hear it might have some hidden abilities of the arcane, but finders keepers. I only hear of so much, so little. It's a little bit sillier than the other one, but it should treat you quite nicely. The detailing is quite fancy, but could probably run you about 150.
Right. Well, I'll definitely be making my way back here at some point. You definitely have some fine blades. Until we meet again.
Very good. Enjoy the rest of your time here on the Shadow Silhouette as he gives you kind of a shallow bow as you walk off and meet up with the rest of your group.
So it's a nat 20 for the roll.
The nat 20. In like the back, like left hand side, you see a bunch of boxes. Kind of lazily placed, so there could definitely be some good areas to sneak within. Otherwise, all in behind the vendors is boxes and some sorts, and you can find a cubby within there. But otherwise, not many good sneaking places. As the guards, you kind of looking around, you see there's a raised platform for guards to look overhead and inspect the crowd.
I would like to find somebody who has information about if the ship comes by at regular intervals or if it's not coming back for another 2 weeks.
Who would you like to talk to? There's plenty of folk, vendors, patrons, guards.
I'll talk to the same vendor.
You go up and talk to the Crimson Tiefling man, and he goes, the Shadow Silhouette comes in every week on the same day every week. It's probably what Fretmean today or whatever the Friday is.
Yeah.
I have it. I just have to let it load. Let it load. Let it load. Fuldine comes in every Fuldine.
Sorry, anything's down.
You're good. And if we're continuing to 10:30, can we quickly hop on like a 5-minute break? Will I go pee and rip a toke, and then we will continue?
Yep, we can do that.
Yeah.
Alright. Talk to you in a minute. And welcome back. I had a rejuvenation break. I.e. I went pee and toke.
Went to the rejuvenation station.
The Rejuvenation Station! Brought to you by Drunkards and Dumbasses.
Corn pops now.
Brought to you by Cornflakes. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. They're great!
Sponsor us.
God, would anyone sponsor us with how vulgar we are?
Yeah.
Well, probably any alcohol company might.
White
Wait,
Claw,
Shadow
hook
Legends
us up,
would.
dog. Actually,
Right? You don't even
I
have to
would
pay us.
actually
Just
make
send
a
us White
passionate
Claws.
ad about White Claw if you sponsored us. That would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you don't even have to pay us. Just send us White Claws.
Just send us White Claws. I agree.
I can
So,
see a minor
alright,
problem
okay.
with that, but I'm not going to mention it.
It's minor.
Minor.
Calduin planning to Ocean's 11, and Tobin looking for cool weapons, and Beckett looking for answers of his cursed blade.
Or just trying to murder someone, either or.
As you guys kind of stand in this crowded ship black market vendor known as the Shadow Silhouette. How do you proceed?
Is it obvious where the auction is? Like, is the auction going to be held in where we are? Like, is it obvious to tell just by looking around?
You have no idea.
Okay. I don't want to talk to the guards because I just don't want to get close.
Yeah. Can I go back to the swordman?
Sure.
Okay.
Am I
Yo,
am I
sword
with
man.
Tobin, or like are we all in a group again? Oops, I just walked
No,
That is up to you guys.
I think I'm at the booth next to you. Is where I caught my eye. The sword booth. I think that's what Wes said.
Well, you guys
At
joined
least the
up.
booth next to the one you're at.
You guys joined up before we went on break. So you guys
Okay.
are in a group. You guys can go with each other if you'd like, or just one of yous. It's fine.
Well, I'm letting them know that I'm going back to the sword booth.
Yeah, I'll follow Tobin because I feel like it'll
Okay.
bring suspicion if I go back to the same vendor again.
Okay.
Alrighty.
As you head up, and the drawer for the eye patch goes, "Hey, how's it going again? What about
You know what?
blades?"
I put some thought into it. Can I see those 3 blades again?
He pulls out the blades, throws them on the table.
Tell you one thing. I was a bit skeptical at first. My family is that of blacksmiths, so I just came, take a closer look at the handiwork, if you don't mind.
Of course, of course, of course.
She said this was. I'll pick up the gold one. You said this was maybe once wielded by a king.
Hey?
Well, it doesn't look like it'd do all that much damage. It was only. It's clearly ornate, a decoration, but maybe owned by a king. Put it down. You're like, yeah, I don't know if I'm interested in that one. I'll pick up the bronze one. Say, I do like the craftsmanship of this one, but I feel like there's really no way for you to prove that it's of arcane nature.
As he goes, well, I can, and kind of grabs the hilt and focuses on the blade, and you see flames begin to shoot up in through the veins.
No, that's quite interesting.
Hey, sorry,
And
don't catch a fire.
Hell,
and the
man.
silver one here.
Fire's not cool
You know what?
for me.
The silver one does have some solid handiwork. This is truly beautiful blade. Now, let's see here. So, how does this bronze one work? How did you do that?
Well, if you have the arcane talents, you can just focus in the blade, and it'll expose it, so to speak. Yeah, And that is made of the bronze, so it because bronze is uh, conductor for the arcane.
Right. Although, like I said, that could be pretty bad for the temper. I feel like I'd have to spend some money getting it sharpened here and there. Heat is very bad for a blade's temper.
You might.
Keeping that in mind, I don't know if I could give you more than 55 gold for it.
55? What do you take me for? Do you 90?
90. I feel in the edge of the sword. I was just here 20 minutes ago. I can already, or maybe 5. I was just here 5 minutes ago. It's already duller.
What are you fucking with me?
No, you feel it yourself.
As he runs his. Aye?
I could do maybe 65. You know what? I'll take a look at it. I can do 70.
No way it takes 75?
Let me talk with my associate here. I'm gonna kind of turn around and look at Caldwin. Caldwin, do you have 4 gold I can borrow?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, I'm just gonna have him like slyly slip it to me. Well, he thinks he knows a guy who can get me decent prices on sharpening. I suppose I could do 75.
75 it is. Great doing business with ya.
Shake hands with him. Give him a pouch with 75 gold.
He takes it and puts it underneath the counter. He goes, "That's hers, yours," as he scoops the other 2 and throws them back in the bucket.
Does it come with a scabbard?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, cool. I figured like most swords when he sell them they would, but since he may have gotten them from various places, I wasn't sure. Sweet.
That's a good point. I should have said no, but yes.
Yeah.
I turn to the vendor. Excuse me, sir.
Aye.
The auction that's going on here. Where is it being held? I know it's being held in 2 weeks, but where exactly on the ship?
2 floors below her. And about 20 gold for entrance is what I've heard. I'm selling a few good wares myself if you want to shop by. As he kind of points behind it, you see an ornate armor set. He's like, "I'm selling this here armor set here."
I'll be sure to keep a lookout for it.
I look forward to seeing you in the crowd.
Do you know if the floor is available to... I am losing my voice, sorry. You know if the floor is available to look around right now, or is it closed off?
I have grocers vendors there right now.
Brilliant. I demand. Thank you for your time.
Aye. And he kind of reaches out and he says, always here to help a friend, as he kind of gestures towards his palm.
I'll give a couple of gold pieces.
How many?
2. Couple.
2 gold pieces. As he goes, "Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure." As he nods his head.
Alright, I guess I'll strap the sword over my back and ask Caldwin if he... So do you want to go meet the group and go check out the auction floor?
Yes.
As you
I'm
guys
gonna
head.
stay up top and I'm gonna stay up top and look for potion ingredients.
Okay, so we'll do potions and then the next floor. So as the other 4, I assume, and Orgolan, you're not looking for anything in particular, are you?
No, I'm just standing with whoever. I think me and Iona are just standing at the side, just watching at the moment.
As Yonatan, or Jesus, why are your names so similar? I don't get it. Goddamn. That's Caldwin.
You can do it.
I'm good. It's fine. I'm good. Calduin and Tobin begin to head towards the staircase. They meet up with Orgul and Yonatan as they descend down the staircase. As Beck and you look around and you see an old lady with a wide brimmed hat with a large peak on the top, and she's got a large crookedy nose.
A literal witch.
And then she's holding a potion in her hand, and all around on strings are potions and ingredients of all sorts scattered on the table. She's talking to someone.